Kate from yourcourageouslife.com, and today I'm offering a video on how to release negative feelings and stress. Make sure that I'm really clear that when I talk about releasing negative feelings and stress, I am not talking about pretending as if those feelings don't exist. Instead, I'm talking about doing something that I personally call process work. Process work, as I practice it, means that once a week at a designated time, I actually sit down in this home office. My husband takes kiddo out for a walk or something else so I can have this time. And I spend approximately 20 minutes intentionally listening to evocative music that, those songs that always make you cry, I have a playlist on Spotify. You can look it up. It's called Kate Process Work if you'd like to join in. And basically I sit down at this designated time and I actually think of the things that have been stressing me out, making me angry, causing me to feel sad. Anything from disconnection in relationships to news headlines to feeling overwhelmed by what I need to do for work. I intentionally sit down and take this time because I want to actually cry it out. I call it conscious crying. It's not just letting the feelings build up in my system. It's actually deciding to proactively do something about the feelings that I have, to release them, get them out so that they don't back up on me. I've been using this process consistently throughout the coronavirus crisis. I use it to get through feelings that I have about seeing terrible news headlines so that I can move faster into what is the action I want to take. I use this process when I'm overwhelmed, I have a lot on my plate, and I don't want to be stuck in the overwhelm. It's basically a process of venting out feelings. Now, I know that a really common response when I tell people about doing this practice is that it sounds kind of nuts to do. Like, why would anyone want to do that? And again, it's about getting the feelings out so that they don't pile up, so that I'm not carrying them around. It's a process that I recommend so that you can authentically feel your feelings without having them stop you with what you're trying to do in your life. Now, no doubt there are a lot of other things that you can do to get these feelings out, to process them out. Any kind of intense exercise can often be helpful. Meditation can often be helpful. And of course, getting support from friends or family can be really helpful. But if all of those are just not quite getting you there, you'd be surprised by how much you actually need to scream into a towel all of your frustration and just get it out of your system, or give yourself some space to cry. If you're feeling nervous about a practice like this, a couple suggestions I have are to set a timer. So maybe just do it for like 5 minutes alone in your car or something like that. Doesn't get too intense. Or to have a practice of always calling a friend right after you finish that process work. Just kind of, hey, how's it going? You don't have to tell them what you're doing. Or to make sure that you really have some kind of a timer in your home or some way of saying, this is the end point of this exercise. If you're worried about getting overwhelmed by feelings, those are all some strategies that can help provide a really good boundary or container around this practice. First, with this practice, it often can feel very vulnerable. It often can feel a little bit like, am I doing it right? What am I supposed to feel afterwards? And my invitation is to try it out in whatever way feels like it would support you best, and to really just be unattached to what it's going to be like at the end. Just trust in the process of processing out some of those feelings and go ahead and notice. It might not be right afterwards that you're going to feel all this relief, but it could be you notice in the next 24 hours or going throughout the rest of your week that you're less prone to stress or snapping at people or getting overwhelmed by the things that you need to do. Those are all some benefits that I have found in my own life and in my clients' lives.